So basically, first day of practice, how do you think everything went?
Um, I was went fast. Uh, some good, some bad, some ugly. Standard first day. Guys flying around, excited. Some guys old enough and mature enough to focus and play with intent. Other guys not sure if they're mature enough to play with focus, and they're not sure if they want to play with intent yet. They're still dipping their toe in the water. So standard first day, but it was fun to be out here.
I was going to say, fun to be out here and back at it, signaling the start of the season. Despite the ups and downs of practice, I know it makes you smile.
Yeah, no, it's a blast. Again, everything's competitive. There's a winner and a loser. One play defense wins, and it's awesome, and they get to feel good about themselves, and they get to go watch the tape and see the good play and see what it looks like when they do it right. And then the offense got to go in there and they got to own that play. This is what it looks like when you get your butt kicked, and this is what it looks like when you get dominated. And this is what you look like when you don't do things the right way. And then you got to make choices. Then you got to learn. You got to learn. Is the defense guy say, hey, I'm going to be consistent, do this every down because this was fun, or am I just going to float and try to do my own thing and see what happens? And then the offense guy got to decide if I'm going to make a change. Am I going to change? And the next play, the offense wins. And then the process reverses. And this is the beauty of this game. This is why we love this game. Like, this isn't like the rest of your life. That's why we laugh at all the fans and all that have all this. They have no idea. Come out here and play. Come out here and play. Let's go. Come out here and go through these. Then they want to be upset as an NBA player, a Little League player. It doesn't matter. You go to Little League. I go to watch my assistant coaches' Little League games. There's people complaining about how the kids play. It's the world we live in. But the beauty of this is we're out there on front and center, and we're out on national TV on Tuesday night in action, and the whole world gets to critique us. And most people don't want any part of that. We love it to death.
Yeah, absolutely. A little over 4 weeks before you play at Miami, Coach. What are the big overarching goals for fall camp as you get ready for the Hurricanes?
Yeah, just to be prepared physically and mentally, to play mentally tough for 4 quarters and compete every down and make Miami of Florida earn everything they get. And they're certainly, obviously, a very talented group. You look at their recruits and their rankings, and they got some big, fast, twitchy, athletic dudes. They got really good coaches that are going to have those guys ready to play in their opener. Year one's usually a big transition. Year two, usually things really start to click. So we know we're going to get a really, really good effort out of them in the opener on Friday night. We're excited about taking on that challenge and going there and competing just like we did a year ago against Kentucky.
How are you physically going into fall camp?
Pretty good. We got a few guys that are nicked up, but nothing major. All guys that'll get back in camp and right now hopefully be ready for the opener. So we're in good shape. We're in the best shape of our lives from a conditioning standpoint. Strength-wise, we've improved so much. We're so much at every single position. We're much stronger than we were a year ago. So you'll have some bumps and bruises in camp. You just keep knocking on wood and praying that everybody stays. You're going to have injuries, but you hope that you stay relatively healthy and the guys get to play. They've worked so hard for these opportunities. You hope they get these opportunities.
I know how much you love the game and coaching and everything about the sport. What's your favorite part of fall camp and getting back to it and really getting in the grind?
Every team period. We do a lot of team, but every team period because, again, individuals really important and groups really important. And that's where you teach your alignment, assignment, and technique. And that's where you teach your fundamentals. And that's super important. But when you put 11 guys out there on O&D and the coaches go stand on the sidelines and there's nobody to help you. And you never get this the rest of your life. This is why athletes are so successful outside when they get into the real world. That's why everybody should hire these athletes because they've been through on a daily basis things that most people that sit behind a desk can't even fathom what it's like to go out there and lose a battle, physically lose a battle, and you got to do it 70, 80 times in a game, and the competitiveness and the fact that there is a winner and loser, we love it. Like there's an opportunity right there, and we love the loser. That's the deal. Like easy to respond when you're the winner. How do you respond when you're the loser? Because if you can figure that out, you'll figure it out with your family. You'll figure it out with your wife. You'll figure it out with your kids. You'll figure it out for the rest of your life. You'll figure it out in your job. You'll always be the guy that figures out how to get better versus the world we live in is fairly negative at times, and everybody likes to blame and everybody likes to point the finger. And there's no place to hide. If the receiver goes out and the DB makes a play, there's no place to hide. Everybody knows the receiver didn't catch the ball. If the receiver catches the ball, everybody knows the receiver catch the ball. Everybody knows the DB that was there. Like there's no place to hide, So that's what we love it.
I know it's early, did any aspect, any unit, any particular player impress you with development from the end of spring practice until now?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. We're not in pads yet, so the physicality you take with a grain of salt because no one has any pads on. Yeah, I mean, we had a great summer. I don't know that there's anybody I'm not excited about how much they've grown from spring ball. I mean, our guys worked their tail off this summer. They lifted, they ran, they did football on their own. They did individual with us. They did everything you could and extra to get prepared for the season. So we're very excited about this group.